We have a bit of a treat for you guys today. A treat of the week, you could call it. And this is my way of thanking you guys. You guys are the best audience in the world. And I like to show you guys different versions of different athletes. And this is the 1996 Ironman, the IFBB Ironman Pro. And Shawn Ray, actually, he competed in this event, and he actually competed a couple other times in 1996. He competed, obviously, at the Olympia. He placed second. And he competed at the Arnold's Classics. Get to the whatever! And that is unusual for Shawn Ray. He actually only did this once. After the Arnold's Classics victory in 1991, he only exclusively competed at the Olympia, aside from this year. And we have, who's this, Paul Dillette, we have Darren Charles, and of course Shawn Ray. And, of course, the winner of this event, right there, he looks fantastic, is Flex Wheeler. And at the end, we have the other character in this subject. We have Lee Priest. And we are going to zoom in on Shawn Ray and Lee Priest. And this is the comparison we are doing today because they placed third and fourth, respectively. Very close between these two. Shawn Ray with the edge. From the judges, of course, they gave him the nod. There's no relaxed, so we're just showing this for, I don't know, to waste time, I guess. The front relaxed. So let's go to the front double bicep pose. And this is always a tough one between these two. It's not apples versus oranges. I mean, both of these guys, small, compact, very muscular for their size, for sure. Some may like the arms better for Shawn Ray, actually. It depends on what you prefer. I find that the arms of Lee Priest are so much better that it may get him an edge, in my opinion. The bicep, tricep, and not only that, guys, but one key aspect I always focus in on is the forearms. That's like the calf. Some guys don't focus on that. You have to, especially as a judge. That's your power for your hand. You grab things, and that's your forearm. Just looks like men versus boys. But look at Shawn Ray's physique. Look at his legs. And he's pulling off a vacuum, guys. How can I vote against a vacuum pose? Very close, let's say. I don't know. It's a very tight decision here. I like the arms, like I said, of Lee Priest. It's a tough one to be a judge. A slight edge to Lee Priest. Front lat spread. Now Shawn Ray, he's just built a little bit better. He's known for a narrow clavicle, but ditto with Lee Priest. Maybe even a little bit wider is Shawn Ray in the clavicle. No doubt he is winning in the lat department. Both of these guys with similar conditioning, similar size. So it's going to depend on who has the muscle where. And Shawn Ray does have the lats, of course. And Lee Priest had the arms. It was a little bit closer. There was a less of a gap in the front double bi. There's definite victory for Shawn Ray here. All right, turn to the side. And again, this one honestly could go either way. It's a nice, clean, neat shot for both gentlemen. Looks a little harder and crisper, does Lee Priest, in the pec area. I mean, wow, look at that. Hard, grainy. But I don't know, guys. I think I am actually leaning toward Shawn Ray somewhat in the side chest pose. And I'm sure a lot more of you are hoping that Lee Priest wins this one. Let's go to the side tricep. Wow, look at the strided tricep of Lee Priest. Very impressive. Similar size are these guys, but when you look at the tricep alone, you individualize the triceps, it's a definite victory for Lee Priest. But much like the front double bicep, I could see certain people giving this one to Shawn, no problem, due to the physique. The physique is better. Wow, what a close one between these two. And like I was saying, a lot more of you are probably hoping Lee Priest wins this one. Why? Well, because he's disrespectful, he's rude, he's cocky, and the public likes that. They like a bully type character. Shawn Ray is a very respectful man. Sure, he's very self-promoting, but he's good. As an objective observer, he is better, perhaps, than Lee Priest. Let's go to the back shots here. We're not going to waste too much time, but back to what I was saying. Shawn was better. So when he says he was better, is he being cocky or is he just being honest? He is a little bit better in the back shot, I must say. Lee opened up a little bit. Let's bring another one where he's actually snapping the shot, snapping the pose, sorry. And yes, the V-taper, much, much less for Lee Priest. So he may have been better off, boom, using this shot or this pose. Either way, Shawn Ray is a little bit more respectful of a person. Lee Priest, this is actually the only rear lat spread comparison. This is a similar version here in 97 for Lee Priest, and I couldn't get a lat spread of his. Very similar, these two. And the conditioning, nice hamstrings, both gentlemen. Glutes probably favoring Shawn Ray, of course. They always were between these two. The ab and thigh. Wow, what a showdown in Little Tokyo this is. It's actually favoring Shawn Ray a little bit more. I'll bring this one up for a side by each. And I actually must say, Lee Priest abs and obliques, I actually like him a little bit better in this one. But, much like all the other shots, judging by the physique, the lats, perhaps the chest, Shawn Ray is a little bit better. Lee Priest, I think the one reason why he is so disrespectful, you go tell everybody to F off, he likes to use that F word. I like Lee Priest, I'm not trying to ruffle your guys' feathers here. Most muscular here, Shawn a little bit bigger. Of course, there's an even bigger arm in his way. Who do you think that is? It's probably Paul Dillette. Or it is Paul Dillette. His arm's winning this one. But anyway, I know you guys like Lee Priest. But I like Shawn Ray too, and I'm not trying to be one of those cool guys that's going to make fun of his little pee-pee. And it's a thing of respect, guys. And Shawn Ray has respect, and I like the guy. I like Lee Priest too, but to be honest, guys, if I was going to go walk up and meet one of these gentlemen, it would probably be Shawn Ray. I'd be scared of Lee Priest telling me off, calling me a wanker or whatever. Here's the crab position. And Shawn, I think in the most muscular, in the other version, that is, he may have had an advantage in the pecs. But when I look at this one, actually, the pecs look fantastic for Lee Priest. Might have had the sizes misshaped here. I could have made Lee Priest a little bit smaller, perhaps, because he is bending down more than Shawn. I know he is slightly shorter. But anyway, it was a close one between these two, for sure. There was no definite one guy was way better than the other. If I did a poll, I'm sure it would be 60-40, 55-45, whatever it would be. I'm sure it would be close. But at the end of the day, Shawn Ray, in my opinion, gets the Duke. And that's speaking of an objective observer. I'm sure Lee Priest would probably get the popular vote because he's out there telling people off, making fun of the PPs with Dave Palumbo, ha ha ha. And no disrespect meant to Dave Palumbo or Lee Priest. That's my favorite videos to watch, is them two guys talking. But anyway, a little guilty pleasure of mine watching them. But with all due respect to Shawn Ray as well. Hey, I'm here to defend him. I'd never seen his PP, and if Dexter Jackson seen it, then hey, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Either way, I think Paul Dillette was involved in that, actually. He may have started that rumor or fact, whatever it could be. Doesn't matter. He's a bodybuilder. I could care less what is under there. Anyway, guys, enough of that foolishness. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a different comparison. And like I said, this is a treat for you guys. I'm not trying to give you guys the same versions over and over again. I like to bring you guys the spice of life. And that is, you know what it is, guys. What is it? Variety. Varieties, baby, please. I love you guys. All right, hit thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. That's actually picking up. I got 60 plus followers already. So increase it, guys. Increase it. And a lot of you guys that follow me, I'm very impressed with your physiques. Might even make a video about my fans being the most jacked fans in all of YouTube. Have a fantastic day, guys.